This whole journey of unlearning is very interesting. This experience of recognizing unhealthy dynamics, realizing that you were previously conditioned by that, and because of the conditioning, you have been, I guess, subconsciously attracted to that throughout your entire life. But then with that, the taking a step back and looking at dynamics that are dysfunctional and realizing that they're not healthy to continue, you know, going after. It's a very interesting space of awareness that I'm in right now. Very interesting space of awareness. I'm actually very fascinated by how things are evolving, unfolding, developing, all that stuff, because it makes me see what the future of my life is going to look like. And it's actually very exciting. To unlearn chaos is to learn peace. Yeah. To unlearn chaos is to learn peace. But it's also a very interesting experience to, while unlearning that, also becoming familiar with peace. Especially when you're somebody who has been conditioned by chaos, by the hormones of stress, adrenaline and cortisol, and that you identify those with that, like it's strange. And it's also interesting to be coming at it from this standpoint now, because I know, and I've talked about it too in past videos, I know that previously the way that I approached things was I wouldn't want it unless it was filled with drama, unless there was chaos, unless there was unpredictability. And it's also still interesting to me that healthy people are boring to people that are unhealthy. Like, there's got to be drama, there's got to be gossip, there's got to be some type of chaos. Something has to be a distraction from the balance, from the center, right? And now, like, looking at it and, like, recognizing that, well, no, that's unhealthy. That's not how... But it's also interesting because I grew up and I learned codependency and everything, and as a result of that, I never really knew how to give myself space. I never knew how to put myself first. I never knew how to really sit with myself and be with myself and create for myself. I always put everyone else before me. So, sitting with this now, it's actually kind of challenging to some extent, to develop myself and to be there with myself and for myself and create what it is that I want to for myself. It's a very interesting dynamic. And as I continue to sit with this and just like really allow it to unfold and observe it as it unfolds and recognize like everything that's going on here, it's very interesting. It's really very interesting. I'm excited to see how this continues to unfold. I think that it's going to be a very unique experience for me, especially. And just, like, there's a rear view mirror. And sometimes I look up at it, and other times I remember why I stopped looking up at it. And like recognizing that there's a war zone in that rearview mirror. And, part of me that is still used to the hormones of stress is like kind of there. It's got like one foot on the platform, but at the same time, it's like, no, I've seen enough. I know what it is. I'm not going to get sucked back into that. And it's just very interesting to be in this space of awareness. There is still a lot of unlearning to do, a lot of sitting with thoughts and feelings and stuff and all of that. I'm completely fascinated by how much my life has changed just over the course of a year, literally, like a year itself, maybe a little bit more. With, when you receive when you gain insight, it it has the power to transform how you see and experience life. And that's where I'm at right now. It's still a bit of a challenge to kind of like, like look at my life and put myself first and actually follow through consistently on that. It's a very interesting space of awareness that I'm in. But I would argue that right now, at this point in the process, in the journey, I'm in the unlearning space. Unlearning codependency, unlearning self sacrifice, unlearning that love is chaos and drama and gossip and unpredictability, and instead now learning that love is safe, that it is healthy and stable, that it is peace, it is peaceful, it is still. Um, there is consistent, open, and clear communication. There is not every single dysfunctional dynamic that I have previously experienced in it. And it's just very interesting to be in that space of awareness. I'm very curious to see, very interested to see what the future holds.